Should you sell before you make? This applies to courses, programs, but at this point, we're going to talk about should you sell a course before you make a course? And I'm going to tell you everything. If you don't know me, my name is Eli, and in the past 2 years, I've helped tens of coaching companies and individual coaches grow to 6 and 7 figures organically, so without spending anything on ads. So everything I'm saying in this video will make sense, and it will be from experience and from knowledge. Just so you know that I'm not bullshitting you. We're going to talk about why everyone is missing the point about should you sell before you make, like selling before you make. Like there is a big point there and everyone is missing it. How my client nailed it in this situation and how they sold before they made in a very good and honest way. I'm going to show you an example and I'm going to share with you why you should use this method if you're an honest person but still want to make money. So let's get started. Should you sell before you make? Yes. I feel like you should definitely do it, but here's what's wrong with the way people are doing it right now. The course doesn't hit the exact points the client needs, because if you make a course for people in a way where you think like, okay, I'm going to close 10 people in a couple of weeks and I learned it this way, so they're going to learn it in this order and learn it in this way. They're going to need this information. So the course doesn't hit the exact points the client needs because you don't know it, because you don't have clients yet, because you didn't make any sales yet. So you're just going to make a course and you're just going to guess what they need. And you can know everything about the topic that you make a course about. But if you don't know the person, the person is the most important variable in this equation. So you don't know what level they're at. So maybe you decide you wanna work with people who are a little bit advanced. You won't need the basics. Well, maybe for some things, but you don't really need the bare minimum or the bare basics of whatever you're making a course about, because that would be ridiculous because they're way ahead. The terminology, if you start working with beginners, don't use fancy words because they won't understand it. And if you do use some words and people don't know it, it's really frustrating to listen to something if they can't get it from the context. So a lot of words you can get from the context, like if you don't know something and you hear the entire sentence, you can guess what it means. But it's simple. It's basically what's wrong with the way people are doing it right now is the terminology as well. So also, you don't know the order in which your clients learn best. Important one. You'll make too many videos because you want to cover everything you think they might need. And it's a funny thing because you are not the one to curate what they need and what they don't need. We'll get into that in a couple minutes. So you shouldn't build the course as people are going through it, because that's what most people are doing. It is a very, very wrong thing because it does a lot of wrong. Let me just continue. So I'm going to share with you the method tens of my clients used in this situation that made their clients love them. Absolutely love them. So first of all, don't start making a course before you sell your first course. Just don't do it. You don't know enough. We're going to sell a course to 5 people. At least they think you're going to sell a course. You're going to sell a course to 5 people. Let's say it's like 1,000 or something. They don't really expect a lot from it because you have qualified them. You know who you want to work with and who you don't want to work with. And it's very, very, very important to understand who you don't want to work with, because then it's way easier to understand. Like if someone hits one point of the list of the people you don't want to work with, it's very easy to just say you're not qualified and I'm not going to sell to you, because it's going to get you way more shit than you think. So for the other prospects, we're going to open a waiting list. So first, we're going to sell to 5 people. They'll be very pleasantly surprised when they find out you will personally coach them over Zoom or something for 2 months weekly, all one-on-one. So for the 1,000 per person they're giving, you're giving them back multiple thousands of value, maybe even 10,000 of value. Of course, I don't know what you do, But still, personal coaching is always way more important and way better. Then what we're going to do is, there's one really good reason why we do this. Actually one, also because we're nice people and we want to do it for people. But the main reason is we want to find overlapping problems that all our clients have, or all of our target audience has or is struggling with. Because then what we can do is, we know if 5 people have the same exact problems and they learn in the same way, in the same order, we can start making a course. And I'm going to go over that with you right now. So after around 2 weeks with these 5 clients, with the weekly calls and all that stuff, you can start analyzing the common struggles, the best working solutions, because you're coaching them, you're giving them solutions, they take action on it and all that stuff, and you know what they're struggling with, and the order in which they learn best. And that's a very valuable thing to know at this stage already. So if you find out that your 5 beta clients, to put it that way, at this point, your 5 beta clients are learning best in a certain order, which probably, by dripping the information week by week, they don't get overwhelmed. And I think it's a very good way also for them to see, are they determined, are they committed, and are they patient enough to work on themselves and to work through this program. So if that's the case, which in most cases it is, you can make modules from week 1 to week 8. So you will have 8 modules with multiple lessons in it. And that way, 4 weeks into the personal one-on-one coaching with these 5 people, you can start making the course modules, because you start understanding what they need and in which order they need it, what works best for them. And after making the first one, so week 1, the first module, you can open up your waiting list and start selling the course, or maybe even week 2 if you want some more space for yourself, some more time for yourself. You can open up your waiting list and start selling the course in a drip format, like I just said. So the week 1, and then in week 2 for them, then week 2 is going to open. But week 3 is not going to open in week 2, if that makes sense. So you don't give them any information that they don't need yet. And we're going to tie it to time and not to progress, because otherwise someone could just click through it and it's still going to be very overwhelming. And when people are overwhelmed, they don't take action. That's an important fact. So the new clients, after the first 5, will just get the course. So we open up your waiting list and stuff. Everyone after those 5 will just actually get the course, and not one-on-one coaching or something. They will learn in the right order with the best and perfect solutions and information. And after a week into the course, they will be able to see module week 2, like I just explained. But so by that time, you will have built out already, so you're all good. By that time, you are at week 2 or week 3 or week 4 already with building the course. So this way, you can start selling and building in a very honest and sustainable way. If it all doesn't make sense, send me a DM on Instagram, please. I don't bite. I don't do anything. It's Eli.kcast. I'll put it in the screen somewhere here. If you think this is interesting, watch my other videos, because I post 5 times a day, and I'm doing that for at least a year. And I'm probably going to do it for longer than a year. Also, one more important thing, if you have a small audience on Instagram, use these 2 videos because they will make you money. If you own a coaching company that's doing over 10K per month, or maybe just a little bit less, first link in the description to book a call with me. We can always talk. I do consulting for coaches. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I've helped tens of coaching companies and individual coaches grow, not only marketing-wise, also operations, systems, everything. If you will be notified when I upload new videos, subscribe, hit the bell button, like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.